Hey boyos, it's your boy Brandon Payson here bringing you another great episode of Phoenix News. Today we got Game Boys with Elliot and Skylar, but first for the Millennium Journal. The yearbook is currently on sale. Make sure to get one as soon as possible because there's a limited amount. Over half have already been sold, and we spoke with Mr. Cabrera, the yearbook advisor, and he said this quote: "Yearbook staff worked very hard to deliver a top-notch product. We think this is the best yearbook Millennium Charter has ever had. I especially want to commend yearbook editor-in-chief Leslie Hernandez for all her hard work." End quote. So don't miss out on this year's great yearbook. Contact Marilyn or Jennifer to purchase one for $40. In other news, there will be an anti-bullying assembly on the 28th. It is about how to deal with being bullied and how to stop bullying. It is a very important and serious topic. Now on to some lighter news. We have Game Boys with Elliot and Skylar.
Hi, I'm Elliot.
And I'm Skylar.
And this is the Game Boy.
It's time to talk about esports again. We're talking about Hearthstone, which is another great game by Blizzard Studios. Hearthstone is unlike any other game we've talked about in a few ways. Mainly, the fact that you don't control a hero, or a soldier, or a rocket-powered car. You play as a wizard who's playing a card game called Hearthstone, and your only goal is to win the game. But how exactly do you do that?
Well, Hearthstone is played pretty similarly to Magic the Gathering in a few notable differences. When the game begins, each player has 30 health. The objective of the game is to bring your opponent's health down to a total of 0. You can only deal damage through casting spells, which are represented as cards in your deck. You cast these spells using mana crystals, and you get 1 mana crystal at the start of every turn, and they regenerate as the game goes on. Yeah.
There are a few different types of cards as well. One of the most important is creature spells. These spells allow you to summon creatures which you can direct to attack your opponent. These creatures also have a set amount of health and will die if they take too much damage. There are also spells which deal direct damage to your opponent, and trap cards which can have a variety of effects that will only occur when a specific condition is triggered. There are a few more types of cards, but we don't really need to talk about them here.
How does it all come into a competitive format? Well, there are many small Hearthstone tournaments in which thousands of players compete, but the biggest and most high stakes is the Hearthstone World Championship, otherwise known as the Hearthstone World Tour. To give you an idea of just how high the stakes are, the first prize in 2016 was just under $2 million. The championships work like this. 16 of the best players from around the world are found, 4 of them from each region, and they face off using their own custom decks until only 1 remains. Because of the way that these tournaments work, anyone can compete if they are good enough.
Also, the game is free and not very graphics intensive, so as long as you have a computer or mobile device, you can start climbing the competitive ladder today. That's all the time we have, but be sure to check back next week for another episode of Game Boys.
Thank you, Elliot and Skylar. I just love gaming, don't y'all? It's so dang fun. Well, I know you want more, but that's all the time we have for today. Don't worry though, Phoenix News will be back on Monday. I'm Brandon Payson, signing off. Thanks for watching.